Alright YouTube, this is the 10th WordPress theme which we have created from scratch. So what you will learn in this course. So in this course you will learn how to create or customize sidebar. So this is a sidebar, and you will see how to create or customize the post format. So here in this video we are going to use the gallery post format, and then we are going to see how to create custom widget. So the custom widget here we are going to modify is the category one. So you see these are the category list. It's a widget coming from the sidebar. Fine, now that's enough with the what's in the content. Now let's see what we have in the website. So here we have some post. So if you click on single post, you should see the single post with the full data. As you see, so these are the categories. They can filter by the categories. I have not added many posts, so that's it. Now if you want to search the Mumbai post, so click on submit, you will see the Mumbai post, and that's it. We are going to create this from scratch by customizing the widget of sidebar. We are going to convert this HTML theme into WordPress. Fine. What is special about theme? You can see, as we have already seen on the intro video, like if you click here, it will be the single.php, and you will see some posts, and these are the categories, and this is the home link. And if you search anything from the search bar and related to the post will be appeared over here as an archive. Fine. Now without wasting time, let's install the WordPress. As we already know, we are in the htdocs. Let's discuss this and paste it and name it as 10th theme. Now to open it on the browser, you make sure your XAMPP is running. And we have to create a database as well. Continue. We don't have a database yet, so let's connect to the database. 10th_theme. Click on new. 10th WordPress theme. Database username is root by default, password is null by default, and make sure it is created, and then click on submit. And your WordPress is ready, I believe. And you need to, let's give the same title, and this is for login. I want the name and password to be of Vishal, which is my name, and give the email address. In case we forgot the password, it will be sent to your email address, and discourage this from search engine. It will take some time. If your credential is right, you will be redirected to the dashboard, login page. It says we want to log in, and we'll give the same things which we have provided while logging in. I think I have missed the password, so in case if anytime you got stuck getting the WP user, click on edit and check for the password. Over here it is. Add the MD5 and give the name which you wanted to give, which is Vishal. I think it is capital V and small v. That's the issue. Why don't we try about this thing? Click on go. Now log in. Now you will be logged into the dashboard. Fine. Now let's create the theme. So for the basics, if you followed my previous tutorial, we will be using the Visual Studio Code, and we will be creating some basic files which is HTML, CSS and screenshot.png. Let's open this. Let's take a screenshot of it and save as screenshot.png. At present we'll store it into the desktop. So after creating the theme folder, we'll move there. Themes, new folder, photo_gallery. So we need 3 files. New file, index.php, style.css, and let's get that screenshot and paste into our themes. WP content, themes, photo gallery, paste it over here. Now WordPress style.css. This style.css accepts a comment, so that will act as your metadata for your metadata for your theme. I'm not going to modify the whole thing because we have been seeing this for a very long time. I'm just going to modify the name, which is 10th theme. Click on save, and now if you get into the theme, we don't need this. If you get into the themes, which will be available on appearance, you should see the theme. You see the screenshot is also available and the theme name is also been changed. Activate this theme. Once you activate, it will search for live index.php. So at present, if you notice, our index.php is very blank, so you will not get anything. So what we do is we'll open the HTML which we have created just on desktop, and we'll paste the whole code over here. And let's create another file, say single.php, and paste it, and wherever there is HTML, make it as .php. Refresh it, save both the files. Now just run this. Except image, everything has been properly aligned because there is not much anything. So single.php, will create single.php, no issues. Now at present we don't need this. So if you have seen my previous video, to make this search bar dynamic is really very simple. So the form action is going to be PHP code home_URL. Actually it's escape_URL home URL / and the method is going to be get, and the name of the input field is going to be S, and that's it. This is the minimum requirement we need to so it will work because we don't have archive.php. That's why it is taking the index.php as the page. So now let's separate the header and footer. So let's make this dynamic heading. You see over here, we'll make this dynamic by having PHP blog info name, and now it is dynamic. And if you want to redirect to the URL, PHP home_URL, click on, actually I think we need echo, Yes, it is getting redirected. Fine. Now let's separate the header and footer. Create a header file, save it as header.php, and create a footer file. We don't have footer file, so we'll create it as well, footer.php. And just include it, get underscore footer. It's a PHP function. Fine. Now on the header we just need to include one more function, php wp underscore head. And if you see, there is no top bar. Once we add a wp head and wp footer, we'll get the top bar. Let's add the wp footer as well. That's cool. Fine. Now we need to create the functions.php. I think it has been saved somewhere else. Control N, Control S, functions.php. And now we need to add theme support for post thumbnail and post types. So let's start the PHP tag, and this is a function that will have theme support for post thumbnail, and this is the thumbnail size, and then the post support for format, theme support for format, which is of gallery. We just need gallery post. Save it. Once you save it, you can see the featured image section and the post type available on the sidebar. By the time it loads, let's go to index page. We have to find which code is getting repeated. So the call 4 is getting repeated. So what we do is we'll paste this in a file called content.php and call it over here. How we can call it? Get underscore template underscore part, and it's content. Now let's check how does it looks. I think we have not saved it on the content file. We will cut this and we'll have this over here. Save it, and now let's check. Yes, we are getting the files over here. So what we are going to do is we are going to loop through the post. So with the help of if loop, if condition and while loop, we're checking if there is post and then display the post. So here now instead of this we need the dynamic PHP the underscore title, and it's hello world, which is coming dynamic. The same way, remove the paragraph, the content. So this is the content. So now what we do is let's add another post and check. So if you see, I'm giving hello India and the same WordPress text, welcome to WordPress post. So instead of this, let's add an excerpt, because we don't want the full value to be displayed on the index page. We just need a part of it. Welcome to India. This is your, okay, we'll just leave at this. Now if you see, there is gallery also available. So by now we'll just skip the gallery and let me publish it, and let me edit this post as well. So on the all post, get into the hello world post, and we just need to add the content to the excerpt. So on the content, now we just excerpt. Now instead of one hello world, now it will be hello world and hello India. Hello India and hello world. Fine, that is working. And if you want, you are free to add the images. So in a single shot I'm going to upload all the images, so I don't have to come here and there for uploading every single time. Let's select this image for this post, set featured image, update, and likewise add new on hello India post we'll add some other image. So if you notice, this sidebar has an image. It is because of the theme support which we have added. Now it won't work because we haven't added the image over here, so it is just a temporary. We just have to make this coming from dynamic. So how we are going to do? So there's a function for it. So if you see, this is it. Refresh it. It's too large. We have to give it the style. So let's surround this with a class called img, and paste it. Now with the help of style sheet, we can access the image and give width of 100%, height of 100%. If you want, you can add important as well. And now if you notice, to access, I think we have not added the style sheet. So to add it, link href blog info style sheet underscore URL. Now let's check. First let's see whether our style sheet has been linked properly or not. No, it is not linked because it's a PHP value. And now it has been linked. And now let's check the index page. Inspect. Width of 100% and height of 100%. So I think let's get this class. On the index page, not on the content page. Actually we already have a class for it. I think it has not been added. The style has not been added. Yes. Why is it? Refresh it and check for style.css, and here it is getting added. On the header, style sheet is also added. So why we are not getting the fine? What I did is I just added the attribute rel equal to style sheet. Now on the index.php, on the anchor tag, it's single.php. You just have to add the permalink php the underscore permalink. It's a function. Now if you click, single.php will open. This is single.php. Fine. So at present we have 2 posts and 2 posts is available. Now what we need is, we need to create another post type, which is, let's save it as content hyphen gallery.php. So if the post type is gallery, which we have not added it yet, let's get into the post. So I have opened the 2 posts. Now it is not of type, it is of standard. Now let's make it gallery, update it, and then again gallery, update it. Now let's visit the home page. If the post type is content.gallery, what we need to do is, instead of content, as a second parameter we need to pass, here it is, as a second parameter we need to pass the get post format, and we have to design the post format for gallery, which is similar to this one. So if we want to check whether it is coming from here, let's add some text like, now let's check if the post type is gallery, then xxx will be available. Fine. If the post type is not gallery, then xxx won't be available. So let's add hello Mumbai. Let's set an featured image, this one, instead of hello world. Publish. And now on home page there would be 3 posts without xxx. If you remember, the post type has custom theme, it is like a custom template. So that's what I wanted to show, and I have done it. Fine. Now this of 2 post type like gallery, and this is non-post. Now let me show you how to add a class to the image. Previously we were fixing the problem with the container of the image, like using this post thumbnail and then giving the image proper CSS. Now we'll see how to add this image. So this function will return image, and we'll see how to give a specific class to it. So now if you see, let's remove the image, and I have added a class custom image, and this class will be given as an attribute to the function get the post thumbnail. Now let's see how does it looks. So let's see whether our class has been appended properly or not. On the image, so custom image is appended. Fine, that is working. So let's add the home URL to the navbar, which we can find at the header.php or on the index. So already there is the anchor tag, but it's not working. Let me see why. So we have single.php. So let's copy the whole thing and paste it over here. Just refresh it. Now let's try. It is working. At present we have 3 posts. Let's edit this and add to a category. We haven't created the category yet. So here we have categories. Let's add some more categories. Cat 1. So let's see what we have done. It is simply category. We'll just do the same. Category 2, category 3, category 4, category 5. So let's add a post. Let's add an excerpt. I'll comment this and create many posts. So now let's register a widget. Now if you see on the dashboard, we won't be able to visit the widget section. It is because it is not enabled by default. To enable it, what you have to do is you have to edit or you have to register the widget on the sidebar. How are we going to do? So here simply add this code. So this is the function will be called when the widget init is called. So here we are registering a sidebar. So once we done it, we could see the sidebar section on this appearance. Now we can see, click on add, there would be a section called sidebar. So let's add a category to it. So let's create a custom widget. So this categories is going to be, so let's create a class first. So what you have to do is whenever you want to modify the default class, which is, if we get into the WP content or WP includes, there would be a widgets, assets. So widgets is over here. So inside the widgets we have a category. So you see we are going to modify this. Let's copy the whole class and let's get into the functions.php, and in this section inside the theme let's create a folder called widget. And inside the widgets create a file, create new file, wp underscore widget underscore cat underscore class.php. Let's paste this, save it, and we'll call this file on the functions.php with require underscore once. We have the function dot we have a folder name called widgets. Fine. Now let's register this file. So just copy paste the whole thing. Widget category, let's create this function and let's call this class register widget. Now this will be the class name which we have created right now. Here it is, wp underscore widget underscore cat underscore class. Just save this over here and find that's done. So that itself is not enough. What you have to do is you have to get into the whole, like if you see where is the category is on the left side. So there's an error, failed to open such file, it does not see. Actually it is PHP, not PHPHS. Okay, fine. Now let's get into the header section or on the index. So here it is, the category. Let's just comment it and paste the code for sidebar. So on the, let's see where the sidebar comes on the index page. It's over here. Just paste this, and now if I refresh, so let's edit the class which we have created. So let's try to remove this title, $title. So if you notice, here it is. Let's comment this. Once I comment it, I would not be able to see the names. Fine. The second thing, let's find the UL, so that is responsible. Control F, UL, here it is. So on the index, let's add this class to the UL. And let's check the code. Let's see whether the UL has our class. Yes, it has list group. So let's try to give the same CSS. Refresh it. So here also has list group, and then let's get this and give to the style.css. Inside we have li, whatever li is there, we need to get this. So it is list group. Let's see now, refresh it. Fine, somewhat we got it. Now let's remove the text decoration. None. Refresh it. And let's change the color to black. Fine, let's remove the static one. Now it's not necessary for us. Just refresh it and let's check with our categories. Category 3, yes, it is working. Category 4, category 2. Let's search list this. Hello Mumbai. Click on submit or search. See, it says no post. Hello Mumbai is there. Let's search this. Fine, we could see it, but let's add one more list item. on the class. Here let's add li. To see all the images, what we need to do is just copy the whole thing, edit at HTML, all photos. Now if I refresh, actually it is getting into category. Now if I refresh, I should see the all photos as well. Once I click here, it should redirect me to the home page, and that will display all the photos. Fine, that is great, that is what we want, it is working perfectly. Now let's work on this single.php. So here there is single.php. We just copy pasted the index. Let's get the sidebar. Refresh it. I think here I found the mistake. So the only solution is we are going to use the class, sorry, ID in CSS and make it list style none. Now let's check. Fine, it is gone. Now let's run single post. It is not getting the CSS. Let me check why. On the single.php, do we add? No, we didn't add link. Just like on the index.php, we have the blog info, video, get header and footer. Get header, and over here just refresh it. Well, that's great. Now let's show the image. So to show the image, we have content gallery, which will have, if there is image, then display the image. So we don't need this anchor tag anymore because we are already in single.php. Just refresh it, and let's add the content. Call md6. So here it is going to be the content. PHP the content. That's it. Now let's give a class called no p paragraph. Just copy this CSS class and add break word, break all. Fine. Now you see, if you want, you can make this as call 12. So here it is single.php. Comment this up, refresh it. Fine. Now let's make this dynamic. So on the single.php, we have posted by single.php. Where is it? let's add this. So this will give the time, this will give you the date, and this will give you the author name with the ID. So it says the author name will not work outside the loop, so for that we have to use this function. Fine, the function name is the author meta, and just display the name. Fine, that is what we need. Now let's check category 2. Click on single.php, category 3 single.php. Great.